Hi you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is super fun because I'm partnering with Cricut. If you don't know what Cricut is, it's an amazing crafting machine that can do so many different things. And I've been feeling for a while that whenever I post a Cricut craft on my Instagram stories or Reels or on TikTok, people are saying, oh, that looks so cool, but can you slow it down? Can you show us how to do it? Because I think people find that the machines are very intimidating, which I will say, like, opening the box for the first time, you're like, wow, okay. But I promise you, there are really easy crafts you can do on a regular basis with your Cricut machine. And I'm here to show you how to use the Explore 3 today and a couple of their other products, and hopefully make them a little bit more accessible to you for you to understand how it works, what you can do with them. And I'm gonna create some simple projects today to show you how to use them in your home. So if you've had one laying around the house, or you've been too intimidated to buy one because you're not sure if you could learn how to use it, I'm here to tell you you can, and I'm gonna show you how today. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below if you wanna see more Cricut crafts, and let's jump right into the video. The first project I'm going to show you how to do is iron-ons, so you can create custom clothing using your Cricut. For this project, you will need your Cricut Explore 3, the Cricut Easy Press, a piece of clothing you want to iron onto, the Smart Iron-On vinyl, and a basic tool set from Cricut. I start by opening up the Cricut Design app, making sure I'm in Explore 3, and start a new project. Now I'm going to look for images for the front of my iron-on. I wanted a peony, so I looked through a bunch of the different peony designs. The more simpler ones are going to be great for iron-on projects. So I'm going to resize this peony. You can use the measurements guide. It tells you the exact size your image will be. Then I'm going to select without mat because I'm not using a mat for this, but make sure you turn the mirror on when you're ironing on so it'll flip the image, especially when you're using text. Now I need to select an accessory, my Explore 3. It sometimes takes a second. And then once it connects, I'm going to press play down below. And then it's going to ask me what material I'm using. I select Smart Iron-On, and then I load the machine with the iron-on vinyl glossy side down, and it's going to start cutting out my design. It takes just a few minutes to do it. Now the machine is cutting out my design, and you can see that the matte side of the iron-on vinyl is up. Now I've got my design. I cut out the small piece where my design is located, and I can start to weed out everything that doesn't need to be there. I start by peeling off the main portion, and then I'm going in with my little weeder hook, and I'm removing all the little extra pieces inside. You can easily tell what needs to be removed when you see it in person because you can see where the machine has cut. And basically we just want to be left with the outline of our design because that's going to make it look nice and clean, almost like embroidery. Now it's time to iron on my design with the Cricut Easy Press. I actually tried on this sweatshirt beforehand to make sure I got the placement right, and now I'm setting the temperature to 330 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 seconds. That's what they recommend on the heat guide for the Smart Iron-On vinyl. So once that's heated up, it will beep, and then I set it on top of the design and push the little green button there, and it'll beep when it's done. I remove it, let it cool, and peel it off, and here is my design. Now I'm going back into the Cricut Design app, new project, and I'm creating an applique for the back of my sweatshirt. I actually just want to do some text, so I found a good font, and obviously I'm doing a little self-promotion with putting my own Instagram handle on there, but you know, a little self-promotion never hurt anybody. I measured the back of my sweatshirt, it's about 16 inches wide, so I'm going to go a little bit under 16 inches, and then I'm going to select no mat, make sure it's mirrored because it's text and I don't want it to show up backwards. Now select Explore 3 when it shows up, and then I'm going to select my material, which is the iron-on, the Smart Iron-On, and then I'm going to load my machine with the material, making sure the glossy side is down again, and then I will go ahead and press go, and the machine will start cutting my project. Here it is, cutting my long text there. And then let me show you what it looks like when it comes out. I'm cutting off the excess, and then I'm going to peel away the large part of the backing, and then just weed out any of the insides of those O's and A's, all the vowels basically. Oh, and I guess there's a D in there too. But yeah, just weeding that out with my little weeder. And then now it's time to iron this on. I've smoothed out the back of my sweatshirt. I've laid it out where it looks to be centered and straight, but I'm also gonna go in with a little tape measure on each side just to make sure that it's even on both sides. Now I'm going to set my easy press to 330 degrees again for 30 seconds, hold it down, and because it's so long, I will have to do 30 seconds on each side of it. So I will wait my 30 seconds and then I will allow it to cool. And then all you have to do is just peel the backing off slowly, and there is your design on the back. I'm so shameless with this design, but I don't even care. And here is how my sweatshirt turned out. I absolutely love it. It's so cute and sweet. When I'm doing little DIYs, it'll be fun to wear this. The second project is the most beautiful faux etched glass. You can make a whole bunch with different patterns on them. You're not going to want to store your glasses in your cupboards when you make these because they are just absolutely beautiful. So for this project, you're going to need your Cricut Explore 3, your basic Cricut toolkit, these gorgeous can-shaped glasses, which I'll link in the description box below, along with all the other supplies used in this video. You'll need Cricut transfer tape as well as some type of vinyl. Either the permanent or the removable one will do fine. And this Bright Pad Go is optional, but it's so helpful when you're weeding out your design. So here's all the supplies you're gonna need for that. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Cricut Design app again, and now I'm searching for floral images. And I want to look for something that's somewhat simple but still has a unique design to it, just because I know weeding out a really intricate floral design is somewhat hard to do. I found this heart, I thought it was really pretty, and I thought even if I sized it down, it would still look really great. So I sized it down to about 2.5, 3 inches, and then I'm going to select the Explore 3, and then once it connects, I'm going to select my material that I'm using, and that is the permanent smart vinyl. So I'm going to load it into my machine, and I'm gonna let that sucker cut out my design. It doesn't take very long, and actually this one was really quick because it was only like a 3-inch design. So I pressed play on my machine and it cut out my design. Here it is, cutting it out in super speedy fashion. It's a time lapse, but I promise you this only took maybe, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes total. And when it's done, I push the little button to remove it. And now it's time to start weeding out my design. I'm going to start by cutting it into the smaller shape. Here's where that Bright Pad Go comes in. Look how you can see exactly what needs to be weeded out because of that light that's underneath there. This thing is so handy, it's not even funny. Be prepared, by the way, on the intricate designs that it's going to take you a little longer to weed out, and you want to be a little bit more ginger when there are really small pieces that have to come out. You don't want to pull up your actual design. You just want to have your weeder stick to what needs to be removed and remove everything. Once I'm done weeding out everything, I'm going to take some transfer tape, cut out to size, peel off the backing, and stick it on top of my design. Push it down really good with a little tool, and then I'm going to stick it onto my glass and press that down really well and use my little scraper tool to make sure it adheres nicely. Peel it off, and there you have your gorgeous glass. The last project I'm going to show you guys today is just making some simple canister labels. I really like the ones that are more calligraphy type than actual like large printed labels in the shape of like a square or banner or something. So that's what I'm going to make for you guys today. So here are the supplies that you'll need. The same basic Cricut tool set, your Cricut Explore 3, some smart vinyl, whether it's permanent or removable, transfer tape, and some cute kitchen canisters. Mine are from Zara Home. I will link them in the description box below, along with all the other supplies. So we back in the Cricut Design Center, and now we are looking for another font. This time I wanted something that felt like calligraphy, so I scrolled a little bit to find a really cute script for the font. And right now I have 4 canisters in my kitchen that have like stuff I use all the time, which is tea, chocolate chips, pink salt, and baking soda. I don't know why, those are just the ingredients I tend to use all the time. I plan on getting more canisters, but these are the ones that I have for now. I'm gonna size them to fit the jars. I actually want them to be slightly smaller because I don't want it to stand out too much on my jars. So I'm going to select my Explorer 3, and then I'm going to select my material, which is the Smart Permanent Vinyl. And then I'm going to load the machine with my vinyl, press play, and get ready for it to cut everything. So it does this little measuring material length that takes a couple of seconds. You may have seen that before, but now it is time to cut. You just have to press play on the machine and it'll start going. So here is my machine cutting out the designs. Look at that little thing go. So cute. I love the mint color, by the way, of the Explorer 3. It's really pretty. So I'm removing the largest piece and I'm getting to weeding. I'm removing all the excess with my weeder tool, then I'm using transfer tape, pasting it over, scraping it with the scraper tool, putting it onto the canisters, scraping it, and removing the transfer tape, leaving a beautiful label in its place. I did kind of stack my jars next to each other to make sure that I put them all around the same height. I wanted it right in the middle, and these little canisters came out so super cute. I love the font that I chose. Check them out.